If you look hard enough, you'll see math everywhere. As truth be told, we all use math in everyday applications, whether we're aware of it or not. Mathematics continues to help us explain and create within all walks of life. From playing games to playing music, math is vital to helping students fine-tune their creativity and turn their dreams into reality. Our school embraces that reality and has made it one of our primary learning goals, which raises the question, what can the teacher librarian and the school learning commons do to help foster our learning goal? The student-friendly goal is very simple. If a student learns by discovering, exploring, and doing math, and uses different strategies, then the student should be able to communicate math thinking and will be able to make connections and apply understanding to real-life problems. To further this focus, I met with a wonderful grade 5 class to see what they thought.
Actually do this subject because I know there's a lot of math in a bridge, so that if we put the math in a bridge, it probably could have helped us.
Some students thought it would be helpful to add math apps to our tablets, create math clubs to explore math after school or at recess, to implement a homework group, and add new math books to the library. Ultimately, what was derived from this survey with the grade 5 students was that we still needed to build confidence in math, and we still needed to teach students how to connect with math in the real world. Using the teacher librarian position to help students build confidence in math meant keeping things straightforward and simple. We derived that it would be best to use technology by creating a list of resources linked to math, such as apps and websites that can be used on tablets or iPads in the library. The library's second course of action will remain centered around helping students connect math to the real world. If the library uses library books to help teach math concepts that are followed up with activities that connect to the book, we believe that steps will be taken in order to help students see math in the world around them. The second step in helping students connect with math in the real world will be to implement the inquiry practice, but with this, we will emphasize on the math principles. Math inquiry is a model of teaching that encourages students to regulate their own activity while exploring a mathematical statement, called a prompt. Inquiries can involve a class on diverse paths of exploration, or in listening to a teacher's explanation. In inquiry maths, students take responsibility for directing the lesson and their learning. As argued by the National Council of Teachers of Mathematics, this type of learning should also be applied to math, which emphasizes the use of problem-solving, reasoning, and real-world math applications. The NCTM found that middle school students that learn through guided inquiry with real-life applications develop better reasoning abilities and are able to make connections between abstract math concepts and authentic applications, also making interdisciplinary connections. With all the data analyzed encouraging schools to implement math inquiry, collaborations in our school's learning commons put math inquiry into action. Teachers work together to create math prompts or hooks in order to implement a model of teaching that encourages students to regulate their own activity while exploring a mathematical statement. Students engaged in inquiries that involved exploration, and in the library, it involved utilizing databases and technology to research and find the data needed to justify a conclusion. Older classes were asked to implement math inquiry and biology inquiry at the same time. Students looked for math in the real world and used the data to form a final conclusion to the open-ended prompt. Additionally, on top of all our students' amazing thinking that went into these types of activities, 3 needs are also met through math inquiry in the library. Math inquiry in the library also helps address 3 learning needs of the students: their cognitive needs, their psychosocial needs, and their physical needs. In regards to cognitive needs, students, we know, are curious and interested at different levels. Inquiry allows students to investigate interesting questions and process information at different paces and levels. Psychosocially, while seeking independence, students benefit from structure, a safe learning environment. Guided inquiry helps meet this need while conclusions and investigations are sought by students. In regards to physical needs, students need to move on a regular basis. Active inquiry in the library permits regular and appropriate movement about the commons in searching for information, seeking collaboration, tools, manipulatives, and assistance. The push for applying math inquiry is compelling and is something that should become a pillar of exploration in the school's learning commons. Math in the real world must make sense to our students, and they need to learn how to use it and how to think, plan, analyze, and apply the hordes of data they are exposed to. In summation, STEM has seen a consistent growth in the library learning commons over the years, but math is an area that tends to be left in the background. With this inquiry, it has been concluded that the teacher librarian can play a pivotal role in helping students connect with real-world math. After all, math is not just a subject, it is a pillar found in all facets of our daily lives and should be celebrated, explored, and shared accordingly.